Please welcome to the stage, Brian Buffini!
I was going to come out to that Argentinian music. Ireland did not win Region of the Year this year because we didn't pass the blood alcohol test. So we'll let the Argentinians have it. It's great to see you all. You know, I first came here as an agent for Remax 35 years ago. And I first spoke here 25 years ago. Walt, been out a long time, buddy. Huh? Dennis Curtin, you guys still, it's like, does he have anything new to say? We'll see. Fake it till you make it is what I was told was the advice of the night. It's been an interesting last couple of years, would you guys agree? Where's all my Canadian friends? Where's all my Canadian friends? First the tariffs, now the hockey teams, okay? What the hell's going on here? What did you guys do? What did you do? I know it. Looking over the tariffs and not the hockey. I understand. You know, every year, you know, realtors, you talk about being a resilient bunch. You know, every year we're like, this is going to be my year, right? It's like the golfer who shoots 110 and goes, tomorrow's my day. And we do it, and every year we start off and it's like Jack Nicholson. And it's like, this is going to be my year, I'm going to win the Oscar, right? Doesn't that feel like every January you're like setting new goals? And then by December, we're like this version of Jack Nicholson, you know, it's just like... And he only had 3 listings. But you know what I think about 2026? Honest to God, I'll tell you what I think about 2026. You want to know? I think this is actually going to happen this year. I think this is our year. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm telling you right now, it's already starting. I do this bold predictions every year, and I share what people are coming, and here's what we're seeing. It's already starting in January. Look at this. The applications are up in January. For purchases, 16%. People getting a loan to buy a house. Even Snoop Dogg says he's going to put his house in my... Yeah. So what I want you to do, I want you to drive around in your car. And you're dropping like it's hot. Everywhere you go. Applications are up. Just put your customers in the back. Okay? You need to download the clean version of this song. The clean version lasts about 8 seconds. This is going to be the year, boys and girls. Last year was for learning. This year we're dropping the L. This year's for earning. Okay? So I'll give you what's going on in North America, and then I'll share with you a little bit of what's happening everywhere else. So this guy, Kevin Sears, great guy. He stepped into the National Association of Realtors for about 19 months. Very tough season he came into. His budget, just met with him a month and a half ago. His budget for this year is they are budgeting for 240,000 agents to leave the business. Now, I never, in my 40 years in real estate, I'll be in real estate June 4th, I'll be 40 years in real estate. And I've never celebrated anybody leaving the business. Until now. And you know, the Aunt Mary and the cousin, Uncle Harry, that take out the onesie-twosie deals, it's great that they're gone. And what it means is that if there's 20% of the people in your local community who have a license or getting out of the business, that's more opportunity for you. Does that make sense? For the ones that have stuck it out, the ones that have fought through, you Canadians, I was just doing the numbers, it looks like it's going to be 22% for the Toronto Board of Realtors. It's the largest board in the world. Yeah. And so the best I can do, and the best I've forecasted along with Dr. Lawrence Yoon, is that the market will be 14% more sales, 20% less agents. Okay? Didn't get much of a response to that. Does anybody here sell houses? It's 20% less competition, 14% more sales. 20% less competition, 14% more sales. All right, I'll put it a different way. And Dr. Lawrence Yun is the NARS economist. Dr. Yun Lawrence is the Irish economist, and he said it this way. That's right. That's what it means. You know, I went to college with a fellow by the name of Michael McNiff. And when you're in a conversation with Michael McNiff, any time a number came up, a dollar figure, or in the Irish case, a pound figure came up, he would translate it into pints of Guinness. You'd say, that's $72. He'd go, oh my God, that's 28 pints of Guinness. Like, everything was like... So however you translate this, you're going to have less competition and more sales. Less competition and more sales. Here's the thing. Own it, believe it, and act on it. That's what I'm doing. I made my investments last year in the Buffini Company. I made a lot of investments to grow and to invest and grow and grow and grow Buffini Company, because I got competition heading for the hills too. Coaching and training looked like a sexy business until the market changed. You know, Warren Buffett says, you don't know who's swimming naked till the tide goes out. There's a lot of butt cheeks on display in real estate right now. And I'm also, how many brokers do I have here today? Can I see the brokers nice and high? I haven't done a broker session at RE/MAX in 10 years. So I'm going to do one tomorrow. And so come and join me, take a photograph, and the rest of you take the cameras out. I got a bunch of stuff I'm going to share with you and take photographs of. So I'll be doing this tomorrow at 1:30 if you want to come along and see, because I think RE/MAX has a fantastic opportunity to recruit people. I think the consolidation in the industry, not everybody's loving it. I think the Compass and Anywhere deal, 53% of polled agents in combined merger said they want to consider leaving. When people are leaving, when people are moving, opportunity knocks. And when opportunity knocks, it's too late to prepare. I'm glad you're all here at R4. I want you to get fired up, I want you to get inspired, and then when you get out of here, I want you to get working. Back to the fundamentals, boys and girls. Back to and I love all the stuff. Michael Thorne will be here tomorrow. Michael's part of Buffini Company's team. AI, he's just the most award-winning AI trainer in the business because he teaches how to do AI and use the technology so you can spend more time face-to-face, voice-to-voice, and belly-belly with your customers. Does that make sense? That's why we partner with him. So the entire industry is just distracted. Another real estate company just had its national convention, and it was called Social Media Con. If never were truer words spoken than that. We have a big social media platform. My daughter's in charge of it, and her team at Buffini Company. Okay, we have 1.5 million followers personally, and 500,000 with the business, and it's great. It's great support for what we do, but it's not the main thing. The main thing is face-to-face, voice-to-voice, belly-to-belly with your customers. Get the hell out of your house, get into your car, and go see people. Okay? See your past customer. Don't spend a long time. Don't DocuSign every freaking document. How about you go alongside and put your arm around someone who's going to DocuSign something they've no freaking idea what's in it. During the transaction, oh, but Brian, it's not very efficient. No, it's just super effective. Super effective. Meet their transactional needs, you get a commission check. Meet their emotional needs, they become an advocate forever. That's what we want. That's what we want. So I'm going to share with you, I've been at this a long time. Does the event new to share? I got something new for you. You ready? It took 30 years to make what I'm about to share, and I think I have 14 minutes. 30 years coaching people. Okay? 182,000 people we've coached all over the world. Boil it all down into what I'm about to share with you. So I hope you have your cameras ready so you can take a photograph of it. But I'm going to break it down for you, what's called the ultimate year in real estate, and why this is the highest performance schedule and process for my Canadian friends that you can have as a human being in real estate. Because we're not robots. We can't go 365, 24/7. Are you guys with me? And so we have to have the rhythm of people with lives, The lives that are more important than the businesses. The purpose of the business is to support the life. If that makes sense, say aye. Aye. So here it is, the ultimate year in real estate. I got 3 points for you, because that's all a realtor can remember. Number 1, the seasonality of the customer. The customer has a certain seasonality. Second, there's a rhythm to this business. You need to be in rhythm with the business. And then I'm going to talk to you about a little Blitz program that we've been cooking on. How many of you are using the Blitz program right now? Let me hear, make some noise. I'm just hearing great results from this, and we're only 2 weeks into this thing. So first and foremost, here's the history of the business. This is called the Dooley curve. That's a university in Athlone, Ireland, and they helped us with some of the research and mathematics on this. But basically, how many of you have ever heard of the spring selling season? Let me see your hands. And then you have the summer piece, and then when people are changing for schools and things like that, get the kids moved, and then finishing the year. This rhythm right here was 67 years in real estate, almost identical. It's called the Dooley curve. And then what happened after 2019? Here comes COVID, and it disrupted this. And what I'm sharing with you, and we're already seeing, right now, we're going to be back to a spring selling season. The data's already there, the leads are already happening in real time. This thing is happening in real time. And I'm going to give you a couple little pieces on this. So here's the seasonality of the customers. This is the natural flow of when customers move. Okay? Now if you're in South Africa, Australia, perhaps Argentina, it'll be actually reversed for your seasons. But homes listed for sale. It means 40% of homes listed, and has happened for 67 years and will happen this year. Count on it, record me, count on it. 40% of all listings are going to happen right now in the springtime. 20% in the summer, 25 in the short little window. This whole thing is 180 days. Now just give you one little tip. How many of you like to make some money by the end of next week? Give us your hands. 1 out of every 7 listings in North America withdrawn off the market last year. People believing it was still 2021 and 2022 with their pricing, and agents who knew no better. 1 out of every 7 listings was withdrawn. 92% of those people surveyed said they intend to put their house on the market when? Springtime. So go to every withdrawn listing in your MLS for the last 12 months and mount a little campaign and say it's time for a fresh look, a fresh approach, because I know you still want to move. Okay, does that make sense? That's where the first place I'd leave tomorrow, next week, next Monday. Pull up every withdrawn. Be in perfect shape. Now, as far as leads generated, we need to make sure that our hook is baited with the bait when the fish are biting. Does that make sense? If the fish aren't biting, you're just working hard and getting no progress. So this is the seasonality of the customer. We need to make sure we match it up with the rhythm of the business. So first and foremost, we need to generate 40% of our leads during that same time when 40% of the listings are going to happen. And this is when we're doing our calls and notes and pop-bys and the mailers and all the different activities that you do, okay? And that's the goal there, is to generate the listing, to generate the lead, okay? And we have a little program called the Blitz. Okay, show of hands, how many people doing the Blitz right now? You got your little Blitz books with you? Yeah? Good, good, hundreds of you, fantastic. And so this is 75 days of concentrated lead generation, boom. Starting right now. There'll be another one in the summertime, just 45 days long, and then to finish the year, 60 days. That's it, boom, boom, boom. That's a concentrated effort. You want to take a photograph of this. You want to generate 85% of your leads in 180 days. How many of you like that idea? So you know when to go hard, and you know when to take a break. Very important. Now the purpose of lead generation is to generate what? I'm sorry. The purpose of lead generation is to generate leads. I'll try it again. You ready? The purpose of lead generation is to generate leads. That's why I'm doing the activities, because I want to get the customers. Now watch this. I've been around a long time. The majority of people who are teaching and training real estate today never sold real estate. Very creative, innovative people, a lot of smart people out there. But they never actually sat at a kitchen table and had to get a signature to make their mortgage payment. It's just different. So watch this, please. When you do the lead generation activities, the common methodology, and all the books you'll read, will say you need to keep that level of performance like this every day. On social media, all the social media trainers and the perfect day people and whatever else, whatever you do this day, you got to do 365. And what if I was to tell you after 40 years in real estate, 30 years coaching people, that's not humanly possible? Are you guys with me? Because when you generate leads, you get transactions. And during transactions, you get some showings. Is that the goal? How about getting some listings? Is that a good idea? How about you negotiate some contracts? Do some inspections. Do more negotiations. Do a bit of hand-holding. Crisis counseling. Suicide hotline. The whole frickin' thing. So are you going to be doing right here when you're doing transactions? Are you going to be doing the same lead generation? Yes or no?
No.
Of course not. And it's the elephant under the carpet of the industry. Oh, you got to do this. But you got to do this to get paid. And this is what I want to do. So this naturally comes down. So the natural rhythm of real estate looks like this. I do lead generation, I get leads. I do all the transactional stuff, don't have time for the lead generation. I get closings, I'm making money, but my pipeline is peaks and valleys. Have any of you here ever experienced a peak and valley in your income?
Yeah.
Let me ask it this way. How many of you know a friend who's had a peak and valley in the income? And the problem is, peaks and valleys are the thing that hurts the self-employed person the most. Because the economic system is for people to get a paycheck every 2 weeks. The mortgage payments don't come when I get a closing. Could we work this out? Like, can I make 3 payments in 90 days? Got a couple of big ones coming up. We might have to push it 30 days. Would that be okay with you, Wells Fargo? Doesn't work like that, does it? 90 days. They take your house. They'll rear end and take your car arse end out the parking lot. And they'll ruin your credit and ruin your life. Because we don't get paychecks. We are those crazy people who get self-employed money. We get paid when we're 100% successful. If that makes sense, say aye.
Aye.
So we do the lead gen, we get the transactions, this comes down. So this came from the coaching floor of Buffini Company. I taught it because I practiced it 30 years ago. But the reason why our clients average 10 times the national average, right here, is a little system called Duplicare. And it's while you're doing the transaction, a systematic approach of investing in the people you have transactions with to generate referrals. Here's your number if you want to remember it. You meet a buyer, from the time they close, the goal is they send you 2 more buyer referrals. You meet a seller, they send you 1 referral of a seller before the close. After that, they refer at the same rate. I want you to think for 1 second. What would have happened to your business last year if every buyer had sent you 2 while you were working with them? Would that have helped, yes or no? No peak and valley there. Where that comes from is my mother. Lord have mercy on her, she passed last year. We lived in 720 square feet. 5 boys and a girl, our grandparents with us on the weekend. 10 people in 720 square feet with 1 toilet. The good thing was, in the wintertime, you never got a cold seat when you sat down in the toilet. Someone had just been there. There's always an upside, isn't there? My mother had bionic hearing. When you were coming downstairs, you put your foot on the wooden staircase, you go, hey, make your trip work for you. Which meant when you were coming downstairs, you were carrying the dirty clothes. And when you were going upstairs, and we'd wear socks so she wouldn't hear, hey, make your trip work for you. You were bringing the clean clothes. Does that make sense? This Duplicare system is about making your trip work for you. You have a buyer, you have a seller, a little bit of systemization in order to cultivate referrals while you're working with them, while you do a great job. And then you finish off your year with 2 little systems of organization. So there's the photograph for you. Whatever you do with me or anybody else, that photograph there took me 30 years. You might want to take a photograph of that. Because that's a perfect look at a perfect real estate business. That's what the ultimate year in real estate looks like. Okay? And we put it together. And so again, I'm here because I help people produce. I'm here at RE/MAX and I don't do any other events with any other companies because I'm no longer interested in doing any other companies. I'm not. I stopped it all. And the reason being is I sit down with all the heads of all the crime families and I ask them what their goals are. And they have all kinds of reasons. The only people I ever talk to say, I want my agents to sell more and help people buy more. RE/MAX. I want the brokers to be able to recruit more and retain more. It's RE/MAX. I said, fine. And that's why you guys listen. Your agents sell 11.7 homes a year, and your nearest competitor sells less than 6. And they have multi-level marketing, and they have all kinds of hot schemes, and they've got the latest stuff. They do everything except sell freaking homes. I'm only interested in dealing with people who are interested in selling homes. My own business generates all the referrals I need. So this is why this is the only company I deal with. The average RE/MAX agent in Buffini Coaching sells 28 homes. So here's the deal. You guys need to understand you're with the brand of people who actually sell homes. And everything else is just a bunch of crap. Okay? It's just all crap. And you gotta cut through the crap. And where's all the brokers? You gotta stop apologizing. Oh, so-and-so took my agent. God bless them. They just became a multi-level marketer. God bless them. Okay? Any folks from the South, any folks here from southern states in the United States? Can you see your hands? I'm married to a southern guy.